Before we start, I would like to ask you one thing. You must have heard people saying we are all a part of this universe. What is this universe? You must have seen stars at night. Where do they come from? You must have seen them vanishing away in the morning. Where do they go? Why do we see stars at night? We will take up what, where and why of this universe in this video. Today we will take up chapter number 1 from class 6 geography book, The Earth in the Solar System. How wonderful is it to watch the sky after sunset? One would first notice one or two bright dots shining in the sky. Soon you would see the number increasing. You cannot count them anymore. The whole sky is filled with tiny, shiny objects. Some are bright, others dim. It seems as if the sky is studded with the diamonds. They all appear to be twinkling, but if you look at them carefully, you will notice that some of them do not twinkle as others do. They simply glow without any flicker, just as the moon shines. Along with these bright objects, you may also see the moon on most of the days. It may, however, appear at different times, in different shapes, and at different positions. You can see the full moon only once in about a month's time. It's full moon night or Purnima. A fortnight later, you cannot see it at all. It is a new moon night or Amavasya. On this day, you can watch the night sky best, provided it is a clear night. Do you wonder why can't we see the moon all those bright tiny objects during the daytime? It is because the very bright light of the sun does not allow us to see all these objects of the night sky. The sun, the moon and all those objects shining in the night sky are called celestial bodies. Some celestial bodies are very big and hot. They are made up of gases. They have their own heat and light, which they emit in large amounts. These celestial bodies are called stars. The sun is a star. Countless twinkling stars in the night sky are similar to the sun, but we do not feel their heat or light. And they look so tiny because they are very, very far from us. You must have noticed that all objects look smaller when seen from a distance. How small an aeroplane looks when it is flying at a greater height. While watching the night sky, you may notice various patterns formed by different group of stars. These are called constellations. Ursa Major or Big Bear is one such constellation. One of the most easily recognizable constellation is the Small Bear or Saptarishi. It is a group of 7 stars that forms a part of large Ursa Major constellation. In ancient times, people used to determine directions during the night with the help of stars. The North Star indicates the north direction. It is also called the pole star. It always remains in the same position in the sky. We can locate the position of the pole star with the help of Saptarishi. If you look at the figure given right on your screen, you will notice that if an imaginary line is drawn joining the pointer star and extended further, it will point to the pole star. Some celestial bodies do not have their own heat and light. They are lit by the lights of the stars. Such bodies are called planets. The word planet comes from the Greek word plantai, which means wanderers. The Earth on which we live is a planet. It gets all its heat and light from the Sun, which is our nearest star. If we look at the Earth from a great distance, say the Moon, it will appear to be shining just as the Moon. The Moon that we see in the sky is a satellite. It is a companion of our Earth and moves around it. Like our Earth, there are 8 other planets that get heat and light from the Sun. Some of them have their own moons too. So, talking about the very first is Mercury. Mercury orbits around Sun in 88 days and it spins on its axis in 59 days. Moving from Mercury to Venus, it orbits around Sun in 255 days and on its own axis it spins in 243 days. Earth, it orbits around Sun in 365 days and its one spin on the axis is 1 day and it has just one moon. Moving from Earth to Mars, its one orbit around Sun is in 687 days and it spins on its axis in 1 day. Mars has 2 moons. From Mars we go to the gigantic planet of Jupiter. One orbit around Sun is in 11 years, 11 months and about 12 years and one spin on its axis is in 9 hours and 56 minutes. It has total 16 moons. From Jupiter we go to the Lord of the Rings, Saturn. One orbit around Sun is in 29 years and 5 months and one spin on the axis is in 10 hours and 40 minutes. Saturn has total 18 moons. From Saturn, it's a turn of Uranus. One orbit around Sun is in 84 years and its one spin around its axis is in 17 hours and 14 minutes. Uranus has 17 moons. From Uranus we go to the last one, which is Neptune. Its one orbit around Sun is in 164 years and its one spin on axis is 16 hours and 7 minutes. Neptune has 8 moons of its own. So, along with that, there are inner planets which are very close to Sun. Out of these 8 planets, some of them are inner planets which are very close to Sun. They are made up of rocks. And some are outer planets. They are very, very far from Sun and are huge planets made up of gases and liquids. Earlier, Pluto was also in the solar system. Pluto was also considered a planet. However, in a meeting of International Astronomical Union, a decision was taken that Pluto, like other celestial objects discovered in recent past, may be called a dwarf planet. The solar system. The Sun, 8 planets, satellites and some other celestial bodies known as asteroids and meteoroids form the solar system. We often call it a solar family, with the Sun as its head. The Sun. The Sun is in the center of the solar system. It is huge and made up of extremely hot gases. It provides a pulling force that binds the solar system. The Sun is the ultimate source of heat and light for the solar system. But that tremendous heat is not felt so much by us because despite being our nearest star, it is far, far away from us. The Sun is about 150 million kilometers away from the Earth. From Sun comes the planet. There are 8 planets in our solar system, as discussed earlier. In order of their distance from the Sun, they are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. The easiest way to memorize the name of planets in order of their distance from Sun is my very efficient mother just served us nuts. All the 8 planets of the solar system move around the Sun in a fixed path. These paths are elongated. They are called orbits. Mercury is the nearest to the Sun. It takes only about 88 days to complete one round along its orbit. Venus is considered as Earth's twin because its size and shape are very much similar to that of Earth. From Venus comes the Earth. Earth is the 3rd nearest planet to the Sun. In size, it is 5th largest planet. It is slightly flattened at the poles. That is why its shape is described as geoid. Geoid means an Earth-like shape. Conditions favorable to support life are probably found only on the Earth. The Earth is neither too hot nor too cold. It has water and air, which are very essential for our survival. The air has life-supporting gases like oxygen. Because of these reasons, the Earth is a unique planet in the solar system. From the outer space, the Earth appears blue because its 2/3 surface is covered by water. It is therefore called a blue planet. From Earth, we go to the Moon. Our Earth has only one satellite, that is the Moon. Its diameter is only 1/4 that nearer to our planet than other celestial bodies. It is about 3,84,400 kilometers away from us. Now you can compare the distance of Earth from the Sun and that from the Moon. The Moon moves around the Earth in about 27 days. It takes exactly the same time to complete one spin. As a result, only one side of the Moon is visible to us on the Earth. The Moon does not have conditions favorable for life. It has neither water nor air. It has mountains, plains and depressions on the surface. These cast shadow on the Moon's surface. Look at the full moon and observe these shadows. From Moon, we talk about asteroids. Apart from the stars, planets and satellites, there are numerous tiny bodies which also move around the Sun. These bodies are called asteroids. They are found between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. Scientists are of view that asteroids are part of a planet which exploded many years back. From asteroids, we talk about meteoroids. The small pieces of rocks which move around the Sun are called meteoroids. Sometimes these meteoroids come near to the Earth and tend to drop upon it. During the process, due to friction with the air, they get heated up and burn. It causes a flash of light. Sometimes a meteor, without being completely burnt, falls on the Earth and creates a hollow. Do you see a whitish broadband like a white glowing path across the sky on a clear starry night? It is a cluster of millions of stars. This band is the Milky Way galaxy. Our solar system is a part of this galaxy. In ancient India, it was imagined to be a river of light flowing in the sky. Thus, it was named Akash Ganga. A galaxy is a huge system of billions of stars and clouds of dust and gases. There are millions of such galaxies that make the universe. It is difficult to imagine produced due to thermonuclear fusion occurring at its core. On the other hand, planets refer to the celestial object that has a fixed path, which is called an orbit, in which it moves around the star. Stars have their own light, and a planet does not have their own light. Stars, their position changes, but due to substantial distance, it can be seen after a long time. Planets, they change their position. Stars are big, planets are small. Stars are dot-shaped, planets are sphere-shaped. Stars have a high temperature. Planets, on the other hand, some of them have low temperature. Stars. There is only one star in the solar system. On the other hand, there are 8 planets in our solar system. Stars twinkle, planets do not twinkle. Stars are made up of hydrogen, helium, and other light elements. On the other hand, planets are made up of solid, liquid, or gases.